The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Detroit Lions. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Breida. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Walker from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Fielded at the 12. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott from the gun. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
the option on second down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over.
28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Walker, and he fends him off. Rolling to his right. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. First down, here's Breida. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
The ball carrier.
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
To throw is Walker. He's got Lockett. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting him to shreds. He's
got the first down and more past midfield. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Detroit. And Breida with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. This is Swift on the counter. Well, he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DeAndre Swift, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game.
His kick is
earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And this will make it into the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Walker. Middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Walker. Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. That sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action now. Prescott. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Prescott now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Fly on for the field goal. A 61-yard attempt.
The crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now this time he'll look to throw. Going up top. He's got his man. It's caught from behind. Touchdown. Matt Breida. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Brown. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Incomplete, but the penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw this time. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Colts.
Prescott. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
And the Colts 1st down.
And again, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before half. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Dak Prescott doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Walker. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Operating from the gun, Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. And we'll go right back to Andrews. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. From the gun, Walker going for the deep ball. Here's one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 5-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw for Prescott. That's complete to Corey Boonon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. To the air again, Prescott. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jalen Rager as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Running is Swift. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He'll fire deep for Rager. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Colts have taken the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Operating from the gun, Walker. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. From the gun, Walker. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Walker. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 28-yard attempt.
Bucker's kick here is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. So that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll fire deep for Rager. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it.
And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
The tackle by Jeremy Chin. It's a gain of 11. Brings up 3rd and 8.
The Lions on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Walker. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Walker now on 1st and 10. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Breida. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the 1st battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd down and goal. Walker. And he's got it. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Just shy of the goal line. A 6-yard gain. Brings up 3rd.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Matt Breida with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
the score, Lions 38, Colts 35. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They run out of the gun to Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. That'll be caught. Rager with it. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Prescott on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play that time for the Colts. 51 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Throwing. Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense? And he's into the clear. Pass the try. And will be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there on the option. 72 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a 1-score game. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
It's now 4th and goal.
Back to throw. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyler Lockett. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's Got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Lions 45, Colts 42.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too... He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
First down, Colts.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Staying on his feet. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. He's back to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool.
Prescott's pass.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Prescott. Complete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Prescott to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So the defense helping them out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
It's a pickup of 3.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field...
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 2 straight incompletions. Now the pressure's really on. Last thing you want here to start overtime at 3 and out.
And I know that a few years ago when they changed the rules about overtime, it may have changed a little bit about how you go about things. But bottom line is, when you have the football, you never want to give it up. You want to make sure you get points on the board at a minimum and put pressure on the other team. This is a huge 3rd down call coming up.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a 1st down. Play action now. Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a 1st down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. Completion here to Claypool. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Prescott from the gun. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Prime. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a 2nd one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, Walker. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Walker. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one will be accepted. To throw is Walker. Off the play fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Operating from the gun, Walker. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he will find his man on the outside. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for Detroit, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.